You work for 40 years, you save what you can, and you hope it is enough. That is the plan we have all been sold for generations. But what if that plan is not just outdated? What if it is a dangerous trap that could leave you vulnerable when you are most in need of security? In this video, I want to show you how to build a financial fortress using income-generating exchange-traded funds. This is a path that does not require the old-school grind or relying on a system that might not be there for you tomorrow. We are going to look at a timeline that fits your life, whether you have 10, 20, or 30 years left to prepare. I will break down 3 clear paths to independence. The 30-year plan is for those playing the long game with patience as their greatest weapon. The 20-year plan is for steady builders who want to see results while they are still young enough to enjoy them. And finally, the 10-year plan is for those who are ready to go all in and front-load their future. You will see how small daily investments grow into serious, reliable income. You will learn how to pick the right assets that protect your wealth from inflation. And most importantly, you will see how to build this wealth even if you are starting from zero today. I will show you the exact strategy that turns a small daily habit into a massive passive income stream. By the end of this talk, you will understand how your portfolio could cover all your expenses in as little as a decade. But first, we need to set a foundation and talk about what real wealth means today. Real wealth is not about luxury cars or showing off to the neighbors. It is about stability and the freedom to cover your monthly bills without ever worrying if your next paycheck will be enough. Think about what it actually costs for you to live a decent, comfortable life. Nothing fancy, just the basics, like your housing, groceries, and health care. In today's world, that might run around $2,000 every single month. The challenge for most people is that every one of those dollars is currently traded for hours of their life. The moment you stop showing up for work, the money stops flowing into your account. That is the cycle we need to break, because the cost of living is rising much faster than most paychecks. The gap between what you earn and what things cost is widening every single year. This is why you need income-producing assets that work while you sleep. Exchange-traded funds give you tiny pieces of hundreds of successful companies. These companies grow and share their profits with you through dividends. This is money that lands in your account, whether you are at your desk or at the beach. Each of these assets is like a tiny employee that never takes a day off and never asks for a raise. The more of these employees you own, the more they pay you. As that income grows and compounds, your assets eventually start covering your monthly bills on their own. That is the moment you achieve true financial peace. Now, you might think you need a lot of money to get started, but that is a common misconception. Real compounding does not care about how much you have today. It cares about how early you start. Most people spend $5 or $10 a day on things that add no long-term value to their lives. A daily coffee or a small impulse buy might seem harmless, but over 30 years, that money is gone forever. If you took that same small amount and put it into the right assets, it would grow into a fortune. Starting from zero is not a sign of failure. It is simply where most of us begin. The difference between those who reach freedom and those who stay stuck is simply the choice to start today. Not every fund that pays a dividend is a good investment. We are looking for consistency, sustainability, and growth. We want companies that have raised their payouts year after year, even through tough economic times. This consistency means the business is disciplined and confident about its future. It also keeps your income rising along with inflation, turning flat cash flow into a growing paycheck. But even the best dividend payer should not be your only investment. Diversification is non-negotiable if you want to sleep well at night. You need a balance of industries and different types of assets to smooth out the ups and downs of the market. Now let us look at the goals for our 3 plans. For the 30-year plan, we are aiming for an income of about $10,000 per month. That is a significant amount that allows for a very comfortable lifestyle, even decades from now. For the 20-year plan, we are targeting around $6,000 a month. This provides a flexible income that could support a partial retirement or give you immense breathing room. And for the 10-year plan, our goal is roughly $2,500 a month. This is enough to replace a major portion of your basic expenses and give you back your time. The 30-year plan is the blueprint for turning patience into power. It starts with an anchor fund like the Schwab United States Dividend Equity Fund, often called SCHD. This fund focuses on strong, reliable companies that reward their shareholders. It offers a solid dividend yield and has a history of incredible dividend growth. To balance it out, we add an international fund to give your portfolio a global edge. Then we add a growth engine like the Vanguard S&P 500 fund to capture the power of the entire economy. If you invest just $5 a day into this portfolio, the results will surprise you. In the first 10 years, the growth will feel slow, and you might be tempted to quit. But by year 20, the effects of reinvesting your dividends become much more visible. Your money starts earning its own earnings at an accelerating pace. By year 30, your $5 a day habit can grow into a portfolio worth over $1 million. This generates over $100,000 a year in passive income. That is $10,000 every month, completely passive, because you were consistent for 3 decades. Now, I know not everyone wants to wait 30 years, so let us look at the 20-year strategy. We use the same high-quality funds, but we change how fast we invest. Instead of $5, we increase the contribution to $30 a day. In a 20-year plan, you do not have as much time for natural compounding to do all the work, so you make up for it by being more aggressive with your contributions early on. By the end of year 10, your portfolio is already paying you thousands of dollars in yearly income. By year 20, your total investment of around $200,000 could exceed $1 million in value. This pays you over $6,000 every month. The curve steepens sharply toward the end, showing that discipline is the key to reaching the finish line early. Finally, for those who want to reach freedom in just 1 decade, we have the 10-year plan. This is the most intense path, but the rewards are life-changing. Because you only have 10 years, you cannot rely solely on slow growth. You need assets that grow quickly and pay strong dividends right now. We add specialized funds like industrial real estate and renewable energy to provide both speed and stability. This plan requires a commitment of about $70 a day. This is a significant amount, but it is the trade-off for compressing 3 decades into 1. By investing aggressively now, you are essentially front-loading all your future growth. By year 5, your portfolio starts generating serious momentum. And by year 10, you are looking at nearly $500,000 in total value. This generates $2,500 every month in passive income. Think about what that would do for your life right now. That could be your mortgage paid or your grocery bills covered forever. It gives you the power to say no to a toxic job or to spend more time with your family. The most important thing to remember is that you do not need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent and start as soon as possible. Every dollar you invest today is a seed you are planting for your future self. A future where you are independent, secure, and never a burden to those you love. That is the true meaning of a financial fortress. Take control of your future today and build the life you deserve. Thank you for listening, and I wish you the best on your journey to financial freedom.